How do the Pittsburgh Steelers go into Seattle tomorrow and silence the 12th man and secure victory and continue their march toward the AFC playoffs? Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everybody. I'm Jason. Let's talk about the Steelers and what they need to do tomorrow to be successful. It's a real simple formula, guys. And if you ask me, there's one major thing they need to do. I know you saw last week against the Bengals, Mason Rudolph tee off on that Bengals defense, throwing for almost 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. However, this week, I don't think it'll be quite as easy for those big splash plays. I still think you can get them, but I think you're going to have to work at it a little bit. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers need to come out with that run-first mentality and allow Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren to completely dominate this football game. I think that's what shuts up the 12th man in Seattle. I think that's what takes the air out of their lungs. I think Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren running the football down the Seattle defense's throat, a weak Seattle defense that doesn't handle the run well all the time. Yes, they have excellent pass rushers that can hit home. They have excellent safeties that can make plays on the back end. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, if that offensive line can get the push that they need, Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris could have an exceptional breakout type football game. I look to see Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren rush for a combined almost 200 yards in this football game. I think it has to be the game plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you want to let it rip with Mason Rudolph and allow those splash plays to happen, but I think you can do both. And I think if the Pittsburgh Steelers come out and establish the run and hit this Seattle defense in the mouth early and often, I think it'll set up big things in the play-action pass game, especially for a guy like Mason Rudolph who is able to stand in the pocket and not have those happy feet. I think that could really work. I think that could also allow guys like Calvin Austin and Deontay Johnson, guys that have immense speed that can run after the catch. I think that this could open up and have a big day for those two. Yes, George Pickens had a monster day, but I'm going to go away from him a little bit. I still think he gets his targets. I still think he eats. However, I think it's going to be a big day for Deontay and Calvin. I think Calvin may get the first touchdown of the game if the Steelers set it up correctly. Just my thoughts. I think the Steelers should come out, run, and just run it until they can't run it no more and hit them with a big play-action pass over the top to not George Pickens, but to a speedster like Calvin Austin. You saw the connection in the preseason between Mason and Calvin. They had that chemistry, and I think you're going to see it this week. I also think this could be a big game overall for that tight end room. Not per se in the pass game, not for big-time yards and catches. It may not be. I think they could have a big day blocking, a big day controlling the line of scrimmage, coming out in 13 personnel jumbo heavy sets. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers could utilize those packages and allow the tight ends for the Pittsburgh Steelers to come in and help dominate that Seattle defensive front. And if you're the Steelers, that's the way you neutralize this Seattle crowd, this Seattle environment. That's the way you take the breath out of their lungs. That's the way you stomp on this defense from the Seattle Seahawks and you twist your foot and you don't let off the gas. And once you got them sucking wind, that's when you take advantage of your edge, guys. That's when you take advantage of your speed. That's when you allow guys like Deontay Johnson to catch drag routes underneath and get big yards after catch. I think this could be another special football game for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Do I think it could swing the other way? Absolutely. Because the Seattle Seahawks on offense could be special, especially if DK Metcalf plays, whom is questionable now with a back injury. PJ Walker, questionable with a knee, I believe, or shoulder, rather, I think. Yeah, he hasn't missed much time from it, but he is questionable. He only had, 54 yards last week rushing, so I think the Steelers could keep him under wraps. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, yes, they could get taken advantage of. They could fall victim to the 12th man, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I'm picking your Steelers to win. Now, I don't know if they'll win big or by a large margin. I do think it might come down to a Chris Boswell field goal if the Pittsburgh Steelers defense can't live up to the end of their bargain. But when you play against three wideouts like Ninjigbu, Lockett, and Metcalf, I think you could be asking for trouble, and it's going to be really hard for the Steelers to control, considering they've had a really tough time controlling slot receivers. And Lockett and Ninjigbu can control a football game, guys. Yes, they average about 10 yards a catch, but they could hurt you, and they could hurt you big. DK Metcalf can hurt you deep, can hurt you with some big physical play. And is Joey Porter Jr. going to be up to that challenge? Is Metcalf even going to play? We'll see, guys. There's several injuries across both units, and it would be a whole show going over them all. But the Pittsburgh Steelers really could take advantage of this situation and gain a lot of momentum. The Baltimore Ravens may have something to play for in Week 18. We will see how this all pans out. But if they do have something to play for, you're going to need that momentum, and you're going to need to ride high into Baltimore, and you're going to need to have some confidence in what you can do and put up some damn points. And now that the Pittsburgh Steelers are slowly starting to gain this confidence, if they are able to duplicate that performance that they had Saturday against the Bengals, causing turnovers, scoring points, if I were opposing NFL teams, I might be scared to play a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're getting hot at the right time. And that's what you want to do. We talked about it yesterday when people say the Steelers don't deserve to be there. What about all the other 8-7 teams? What about all the other teams that have 9 wins? The people that you anoint the kings of the AFC, the Chiefs. They're not very far off of the Steelers record. So I'm just saying, who does deserve to be in there then? I guess we won't have any playoff teams because nobody deserves to be in there. Don't have a loser's mentality, guys. I keep referring to that. Get hyped for this game. Let's get behind this football team and see what they can do. They win tomorrow. This team is set up perfectly for big-time football. This team can get itself into the playoffs, and it isn't going to need a ton of help if they win these last 2 games. And the help they do need wouldn't be really hard to get. It'd be like a 92% that this team does make the playoffs. Now, is there a chance that it happens that they don't? Sure, certainly. They could win both these games and we could all be sitting on the couch not watching the Steelers in the wild card round. But this Pittsburgh Steelers team can really cement what they're trying to do. Really cement an identity here moving forward. And they have to take care of business this Sunday in Seattle. And tell the 12th man to just suck it, man. The 12th man to kiss your ass. Go in there and run it down their damn throat and control the time of possession. Keep their offense off the field and allow your defense to bust somebody's ass. It's what has to be done. No doubt about it. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you can't stray from a game plan if it doesn't immediately work. Wear that defense down. Control the ball. If you have to throw it, throw it. Don't get yourself in 3rd and longs. Allow the run game to keep you in 3rd and manageable. Allow the run game to keep you in big time situations to where you're able to control that clock. Run that time down. Not give Geno Smith that time for late 4th quarter comeback. That's what you have to do. This team's been coming back on people and winning games late. Don't allow you to be the next victim. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have a horrible West Coast record right now. They have a horrible record inside the Seattle Seahawks area. In whatever stadium they were in. I don't think they've won in Seattle since the Seattle Seahawks played in the Kingdom. So maybe the Seattle Seahawks are going to ride off of that and know, hey, the Steelers don't win out here, man. They have a tough time coming out here and playing. Prove them wrong. Bust them in the mouth, man. Stun them right off the bat. And that's what you have to do, guys. It's very simple. No illegal formations. No offsides. No holding. Come out and be fundamentally damn sound because it's about damn time that you start. Don't get yourself ate up with penalties. Don't come out with these illegal formation bullshit that shouldn't be happening late in December. It just shouldn't. And if you're Mike Tomlin, you got to get these guys going. Cam Hayward, get these guys going. TJ Watt, get them fired up, dude. It's the time, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a golden opportunity, guys. I keep saying it. It's right in front of their face. And the keys to victory are easy. Fundamentally sound, run the football, stay out of 3rd and long, and you'll win this game. It's simple. And don't just say, I have to rely on Mason Rudolph to throw 300 yards, because you don't. Don't get in that mentality. Don't get one-dimensional. Don't ride on something because you've seen it work one time. Mix it up. Mason Rudolph did an excellent job, a nice job checking in and out of plays. Trying to mix up tendencies, not to be so predictable. Let's see it happen again. Let's see if Mason Rudolph can have that same mentality, knowing that he's playing for his football life. And boy, is it nice to have somebody that's desperate behind center, in my opinion. I want guys that are desperate. I want guys that are fighting for something. And that's what you have in Mason Rudolph right now. He may not be the best quarterback there is, but he wants something right now, deep down inside of him, and he's fighting for something. He's fighting for his career. He's fighting for the ability, the honor to be an NFL quarterback. There ain't many in this world. There ain't many guys that can say they're an NFL quarterback. And Mason Rudolph can say that. And he's fighting for the chance to stay in that category, to be able to keep saying that. All right, guys, I know I went off a little bit here. I'm trying to tone it down a little bit, but I'm juiced up for this football game. I think this is going to be a monster game tomorrow. I'm ready. I got my sauerkraut, pork roast, hot dogs ready to go. Mashed potatoes will be fired up tomorrow. Some good New Year's Eve food. And I hope to bring in the new year, or end 2023 rather, with a big Pittsburgh Steelers win and go into the new year riding high, ready to go and get that game played in Baltimore. I'm ready for it, and I hope you are too. Also, I want to give you guys some big news about the channel. We've been saying it a lot here lately, that we were close to achieving all the YouTube goals, all the YouTube benchmarks. And guys, we finally have done it. We finally have done it. We are 1,000% legit YouTube partner. We are in the partnership program, so we're able to do some things. I'll try to keep everything down to a minimum. If we play any ads or do anything like that, we'll try to keep everything to a minimum, but I appreciate you guys supporting us. Without you, that wouldn't have happened. So we're going to do some sort of giveaway here. I have a lot of Steelers memorabilia, and I'm going to find something that really is cool as hell that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and let it go because and like have like a raffle or something for you guys, a way to win it, just as a way to say thanks. It wouldn't cost you nothing to enter or anything like that. I have a few really cool things in mind that wouldn't cost me $1 million because I'm not rich. So wouldn't cost me a ton, wouldn't cost you anything, and it would be a really, really cool prize, and it would be something cool to give out, just so to show our thanks to our subscribers, and we'll let you know that what's going to happen with that here really, really soon. So keep your ears peeled and your eyes looking for that, and be ready, guys. I appreciate it so much, man. I'm still shocked that we ever even got to this part. It's kind of humbling. It's kind of crazy. It really is. I never, ever, ever, ever thought coming on here would get to this point to actually be like a legit channel, a totally 1,000 legit channel. And like I said, none of that happens without like you guys. Period. It doesn't. So you guys are the ones that I have to thank for that. So I have to make sure that I continue to put out content and continue to give you guys Steelers news, continue to give you information that I find out or I hear about the team, or just start general conversation with you guys. I owe you guys quality stuff, and I'm going to continue to strive to get that done. I'm going to continue to strive to upgrade equipment, make things better. So look for big things here in the near future. Look for maybe some merchandise, stuff like that. We're going to grow this channel, grow this community, and Make it something special, guys. And like I said, I truly appreciate you more than you'll ever know. So, Happy New Year to everybody. We'll be on tomorrow, though, for our live show. I know people will be out and about, getting their drink on. Hopefully, everybody stays home, watches the Steelers, stays home, and stays safe. I don't want to see you out there with all them crazy people drinking all on amateur night, on amateur drinking night. So, stay home, watch the Steelers, hop online with us, and talk about the Steelers' big win in Seattle. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we're shooting for. So, guys, let's go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. And until next time, peace.